Okay, I'm going to begin the assembly of the Zowart and the Zowart Heavy. We'll do this step by step. We're going to begin with the heads. First up, we're going to be beginning with the regular Zowart when it was first introduced. We have a clear part here, and this part that goes there. And you may be inclined to paint the inside of the face. I'll show that in a minute. But first you want to do this, followed by this part here. Go like that. And then we have these two side parts. This is actually pretty neat. I like this. Whoops. They form these neat little side cheeks. And then you have this front part here that goes right over it, supposedly. There we go. And also, it kind of feels like this may be part of the same detail design as on the 30-minute mission headset. And then you have this antenna, which was used in the anime because it was supposed to, you know, if you win, if you cut off the antenna, you win. So this is technically the student version, or the normal Zowart. Going back to this, here's the heavy version, different color tone, and like I said, a different type of detail there that you can maybe you want to paint it metallic in there, or funnel a light source in there. Same principle, just different color. I gotta get it in right. The head unit is a little different. This one is the same. It's not the same. It doesn't have the slot for the antenna, and it has two little miniguns there. Head cannons, you could say. You put it in like that, and it has a nice little commando look to it. There you go. The heads of the Zowart and Zowart Heavy are done. Let's now move on to the next part of the build. Okay. I was thinking of doing both of these parts, the torso parts, at the same time for both kits. But with the amount of parts are here, I think I'm going to have to do one at a time for one thing. So this is going to be the normal Zowart assembly of the body. You know, I am that crazy to do put them all on the table, but I might as well do it this way so we can see what kind of difference it is. Let me see here. So this supposedly goes there, followed by this part here. It's a very good inner frame design, if I do say so myself, especially at this scale. I've been noticing a lot of high grades, especially from IBO, that they're trying to get into making kits that has a little bit more of an inner frame feature to it. Alright, now we're going to take this. We put that through there, I guess. There we go. And this little dumbbell connector, you put that there. There's a little nub mark there, but right now we're just building it to see how it looks overall before we begin the cleaning phase. Get over here. Then we have this neck part here. Go like that. Followed by this part. That goes like that. Okay. Now, these two parts, we have this. One goes there. One goes here. Good detail. Now we just click into this. We just connect it to here. Oh my god, this is actually really nice. Okay. And then we have this part with this detail part going like that here. Interesting sensor. And that connects to this. And then, we don't put it on yet. Take this. Put these. Oops. Hang on a second. That goes there. And that one goes here. And that smoothly goes right there. Wow. I'm impressed with this so far. And then we have this detail part that goes right back there. Very, very, very Armored Core-ish. If I do say so myself here. Wow. I like these triangle vents. Or triangle thrusters, not vents, thrusters. And then you have the binder thrusters here, which it could have been better. It's not a weapon, we know that for certain. Because if it was, it would have been used in the heavy. But, and they only go in one angle, by the way. So it's a complete 90. It'll do 360-degree turn if it didn't have the arm. So it's meant to be like forward thrusting and maneuverability thrusters. Alright, there we go. That is really nice. It's a bit loose, as you can see. So unless you plan to paint this part, it'll probably hold on a lot better. Or you can probably take that apart, glue something that will resemble a washer, and then that way they'll never come off. That's an idea, but obviously you'll probably want to take it off and put something else on it, something that we will be focusing on later on. Alright, the torso for the Zowart is complete. Let's move on to the other torso. Okay, here is the other kit. The same kit as before, the only difference is though, we have fewer parts. Especially one part that I forgot to remove right now. Here we go. And I have to say, the simplicity of this build is equal to that of the 30-minute mission kits. They really outdone themselves with especially this. I'm right now really digging it. The other, other than the Ariel and the Fret, which are great kits on their own, this one, I was never a big fan of the Delanza. Yeah, the Delanza. The Delanza I'm not a big fan of because of the legs and the arms. Because, yeah, it's supposed to be a chunky kit, chunky mobile suit. But that's a lot of work to fix if you guys want to really detail it up. I hope somebody makes an amazing version of that kit, because I've seen some amazing customizations out there. But for starters, I'm enjoying this. This is amazing. I told Prime, you better get your hands on this. This is a nice kit. You're gonna love it. Nothing is new here. Everything is identical to the regular Zowart. The only difference is, though, you're not putting on the binders. That's going to be the separate weaponry set that we will build in a few later on. Oops, forgot that. Plus, it's going to be a lot easier to take it apart, clean it up, and begin painting it. here. Nope, the other way. Come on, get in there. Then we have the other one here. There we go. And then we just put that here. Oh, they put this one back there. And then this. Thrusters, I have a feeling you're gonna, I mean, even though it's gonna be painted on, you may need to look into the possibility of gluing it. It is a bit loose, but yeah. See, it's very simple. Very easy to work with. That is an amazing posture of a torso. Alright, let's now move on to the next part of the build. Alright, next up is going to be the arms of the Zowart and Zowart Heavy. And there is, of course, very, very noticeable differences here. But the core difference would be the inner frame of the arms. We're talking about the symbol right here. This part goes there, followed by that part that goes here, and then this part goes here. This is for the normal one, and the same holds true with this. Very simple and straightforward construction. Make sure you snap it into place. And there you go. So that's done. This is the same thing as the other part. Which, of course, you got to keep it in an angle like that. Followed by this that goes here. Be careful with the part that I believe you could accidentally cut. I think this little guy right here. So you got to be careful with that. So once you get that there, put this here, like that. Take this, make sure it's like this. So it goes up like that. And then this one slides in like that. I believe I'm wrong. Or I'm right. Hold on a second. You gotta, oh, you know what? Open that up a bit. I didn't make a mistake, I just forgot to put it in the right angle. It has to be like that. There you go. Now you slide this in like that. There we go. Followed by, this is a universal part, so it doesn't matter in what angle, but it'll go in, like so. And we have the hand. By the way, no open hands. Unless it's another add-on part, which I don't think the aerial one part, the hands for the aerial will work. And that completes this arm. Let's move on to this one. That goes like that. Goes here like that. And we have this part here. By the way, you may have noticed that this gray is showing, and that was because this little part here is meant to hold up the beam saber. Right. Make sure that goes there. No snap, okay. Come on. Here we goes there. This is actually a universal arm, so it doesn't matter if it's the left or right arm, it's the same across the board. Now moving back to this, here are the shoulder plates, which comes with its own peg to the end here, which is a great idea if you want to add maybe a shield part or another weapon connector, anything that will tickle your fancy. There we go. And that completes the arms of the Zowart and the Zowart Heavy. You have obviously some needle options here because you can put a weapon here on the side, while this one not so much, but maybe a plating that can go over it or something that can go over it and then around it, you know? Something you can fashion or use from another kit. There's a lot of possibilities here. Well, with that being said, let's move on to the next part of the build.